Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Spy Family. We are still on part 2 of season 1, and the episode is called A Revenge Plot Against Desmond. Just Desmond, right? So the last episode, we see that Operation Strix is going back on track. Lloyd was actually making sure that Anya was not going to get kicked out of the school for failing her midterm exams, because we know that Anya has been struggling with her academics since the beginning of the season, and it is absolutely fundamental that she passes her exams in order for her to continue in the school. She's also supposed to be getting her Strellas, because Strellas will actually kind of guarantee that she stays in the school, but also possibly get noticed by Desmond's family. But it hasn't been working out that way because Anya is just not an academic. So we saw that Lloyd actually went as far as breaking into the school to try to basically fix it so that Anya passed. But it turns out that Anya actually managed to pass on her own, albeit barely. So that's kind of where things ended there. But we did find out that there was another spy by the name of Daybreak who was also breaking in at the same time to do the same thing that Lloyd was, except it was the opposite. Except it was going to be for Desmond and Demetrius. He was supposed to go in there and alter their test score so that they failed. So Lloyd's not sure why or who hired them, and that is definitely a big question, but I feel like we're going to get the answer to that considering the name of this episode. So I'm excited to jump in and find out what that's all about. So let's get into the episode, but before we do, just a reminder that I do reactions here to this show, of course, and many other animes and fun shows and movies. So if you'd like to follow me on this journey or just support me in general, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you like this video, please show some love to the like button as well. Leave some comments below and let me know what is up. It just helps the girl out a lot, and I really love reading those comments. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right about now. These guys have very interesting faces.
Desmond groupは
何も言うな。流れには逆らえん。我が社の経営は風前の灯火だった。
I said Desmond was the boy's name. I just realized it's Demetrius and Damien Desmond.
あと一月足らずで消えてなくなること。
Ah, so his son did it. I was saying it had to be someone who was poor or possibly a kid to hire that spy. It very much is. Wait, why? I don't understand. Nani? He just literally just moved the dust around. Really? Ma'am, were you not just gushing over this girl's father? Kettle? Oh wow, the way they put that little rainbow in the sky. The animation's really good in this show. Oh my god, what, we got Lurch coming in from here? Who are you? Oh, your butler. Okay, y'all poor. 3 months worth of my nose. It's all coming together. And how old is your butler? Is he? Wow, okay, not you just shaming her all of a sudden. What if she was into any guy? It's none of your business. Really? Right? Wow, the way he jumped away from his hand. We need to get someone who's not one of his cronies, unfortunately. Exactly. Yeah, here comes you're about to make an enemy, though. That's right. Yeah. Yes, she is. And? 30 years. Well, you want to end? You want to retire right now? Period. She was. She even got like the devil eyes. Why would you say that right in front of him? Look at him, he's literally purple. Can we talk about why you have guy liner on? How about that? There. Yeah, he's like, that's adult stuff. I'm literally a child.
退学になったりすれ
What
ば
would that have done?
君んちが混乱して父さんもうやむやになるかも。
No, that's not the way it works, son. He just would have been put into another school.
大体大人の問題に俺を巻き込むな。
Pumpkin.
父さんを阻止できなかった以上、僕んちは明日から路頭に迷う。
These schools aren't free, hun.
君が羨ましいよ、ダミアン君。家柄に恵まれ人気
Some
も
people just walk in the light, you know? But, you know, his dad is kind of a jerk and really doesn't get along with him, so things aren't always the way it seems.
そうだ、お前の人気がない。
Period. Maybe you need to figure out how to get your sleep routine a bit better so these dark circles under your eyes will get better.
最後だと思うと、こんなゴミ拾いだって感慨深いね。
The dramatic leaf throwing. I hate you.
元気出せよ。ジュースでもおごって。
Right? Like, have a snack. You clearly need a Snickers.
え、おう。
See, don't we feel better now that your blood sugar's back up? Like, whoa, you had a complete meltdown.
学食の最高級キャビア丼。
Oh, yeah. You know what? You better milk him. Okay, I'm okay with this. Go ahead. Damien's family can afford it.
僕もステラ獲得に向けて頑張ってたんだ。
Y'all,
でも
that's
父さん
enough.
の話を
You got him a very expensive meal, which his family probably can still afford. Because typically, well, it says bankrupt, but doesn't that mean his company's getting bought out?
と僕んちは一文なしになって、それできっと僕は人身売
Oh
買
my god, it's worn off for me. It's worn off.
哀れな僕。
Your family's fine. I'm fairly certain they just got bought out.
本当のウェスタリスを知りもしないくせに慰めてくれてるのか。
Yes. And you're taking advantage of it.
ねえ、最後のわがままいいから。
What now? Make it quick.
歌でみんなと一つになりたかった。
You want us to sing with you, bro? I guess. I mean, at least it don't cost money, I guess. What is happening right here? What are these dance moves? Anya's like, the hell is happening in this weird ass school? The dance moves. I can't. I'm trying to take it seriously.
最高の思い出を。
You're welcome. You want to bet you're still going to be in this damn class next week and they're all going to beat you up for this.
学校辞めても俺たちのこと忘れんなよ。ダミアン君。
Look at that. Damien being nice. He shouldn't feel guilty about what his father does, but I can understand that there would be a kind of a spillover, right? If your parents are doing something or your family's company's doing something that's hurting people, you can't not feel how that would affect other people, especially if it's directly in front of you.
強さに変えてこれからの苦難
Wow.
に満ちた人生を。
This kid is poetical.
さようならみんな。
If this kid's back tomorrow, I swear he's gonna have to ask to transfer now, even if he wasn't going to. You know what I'm saying? Why are they treating it like this kid passed away? He just left the school. Maybe.
グルーマン製薬は買収されるだけ
That's what I was about to say. He's not lost no money.
我が社をデズモンドグループが救ってくれたらだ。
Yeah, if the kid had stuck around long enough.
ない好条件に感謝しきれんぐらいだ。
学校は。
何言ってる？明日からも普通に来る。
Yeah, it's right to act tomorrow, baby. You don't have to explain to all those kids all those dramatics. They're all like, wait, why is he back? Yep. Yep, it's what happens when you get greedy. You could have just said, thank you for the, you should have just taken the juice and then been like, look, okay, I misunderstood. But now you owe that boy a caviar lunch.
ちゃんと返しなさいよね。
I gotta agree. And the caviar lunch. I like that he still pretty much is like in the same thing. He's like, yep, his life's over anyway. Well, at least he probably won't get bullied now.
着替えて顔洗ってこい
Right back. Yep. I know the sound of that okie dokie. We've all been there. Five more minutes, Mom. 5 more minutes.
トニトが8つ貯まれば退学だ気をつけろ
厳しいですね。
Are they? It's sad, but that's a lesson that Anya's gonna have to learn is that she gotta get up on time. This dog opens doors? I guess I shouldn't be surprised he reads minds.
大変忘れ物です。
Your and her ability to absolutely go to the worst possible conclusion no matter what the situation needs to be studied. The dog's like, relax. Mama becomes the wind. So what, you can't take the bus? Y'all don't have taxis? You got money, ma'am.
こうしている間
Oh.
時間が
Really, Grandma? You thought that was the best place to put a pot? Really? Oh my gosh, so extra and no one noticed. You better go, Yor?
出てくださいアーニャさん
Wait, how? She gonna ask the bus to wait for her mother to jump rooftops to give her a shirt?
忘れ物は秘密にしないとでもそうすると誰かに聞くわけにもいかないですし
Really? You think people aren't gonna notice this grown woman walking around her school that's not a teacher? You're, madam.
怪奇雲女ってやつ
Not a Spider Woman, because I was just thinking Spider Man when she was going up these walls. I know this kid's gonna need therapy. Oh, they have a farm on campus. Oh, right, I forgot about the stampede on first day. No, not a rumble on the farm. She's like, let me just go. I didn't do anything.
ちゃいます
Why would you put all of them in the same yard? Shush as I kidnap you.
ちゃんと体育の授業に間に合いましたかどうかしましたかアーニャさん
今日体育の授業体操着いらない
Hey, hey, you know, it's a thought that counts. We appreciate it. But I'm just like, there.
そうですか。アーニャの忘れ物を届けに
Lloyd's like, I just have to always make sure that you're not plotting on me at all times.
わざわざ接触して確認するほどでもなく
Yeah, dude. And it's so funny because he's so far off from what she actually is. That's what makes all this so funny.
せっかくですし、夜さんも一緒にいかがですか
Food, universal remedy for everything. Well, that's how we ended the episode. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, that was the revenge plot on Desmond, and now we know who hired the spy from the last episode. I figured it was probably a kid or someone who was not that bright if they hired that guy and thought he was going to be a good person to do it. Although, oddly enough, dumb luck was definitely working in his favor. But anyways, we now know it's because this young kid, who is the son of Glooman, he overheard his father talking to one of his coworkers about how things were going to change. And as it goes sometimes, instead of hearing the entirety of the conversation or asking his dad, he jumped to conclusions and thought that it was Desmond's group was going to basically, or caused his dad's company to go bankrupt. And that kind of thing doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Typically, like, it's true that if you're both in the same market, that a certain company could take all your customers or take the lion's share of the market, and then you don't have enough to sustain. But the way it was being described, I'm like, I know, like, this sounds like a buyout. Like, this is a merger or a buyout, which means that his dad's probably getting a very sweet sum of money to walk away from the name and the company. But of course he didn't hear that. So anyway, very cute to see how at first that was his whole thing, was that he thought if he got Damien expelled, well, both boys expelled, that it would cause chaos in the family and the bankruptcy would suddenly go away. It's like, no, honey, that hasn't, bless your little heart. That's not the way it works. The merger, the bankruptcy would still happen just the same. The only difference is, you know, that family, the Desmond family, is clearly rich enough to just either buy their kids admittance in the school. Like, we already know that most of the kids there get their way bought in anyway. So, you know, knowing that family, they probably just, you know, have a big donation for something, which was basically paying for their kids to stay there and ignore the bad marks, or they just put them into another rich fancy school, right? That's the way it works. But anyways, you know, you got to appreciate that young Mr. Glooman thought he was helping his family out in a very roundabout and, let's face it, kind of messed up way, because it really isn't Damien's fault or his brother's if that's what his dad is doing. And the same way he was powerless to be able to do anything about his dad's bankruptcy, there's nothing that that Damien could do about his dad buying out the company, right? So anyways, they're kids, so we just gotta remember it's kids' reasoning. And very funny that he tried to milk the whole, it's my last day at school, they're gonna pull me from school, I'm gonna have to work in the poor people places now. And like, just the dramatics. And he got everyone feeling sorry for him, which again shows that they're all pretty nice kids overall, honestly. They were like, all right, let's give you a nice last day, because a lot of other students would have been like, that's not my problem, peace out. So he milked that only to find out that he's got to go back to school the next day, and he's going to have to live that dramatic day down for the rest of his school years, most likely. But at least the most that these kids are doing is just saying, hey, just give me my stuff back. Since your dad has money now, make sure you pay for that juice and that caviar lunch, okay? So at least now the plot against the Desmond boys is now over, as far as we know. But I have no doubt it's going to be more plots. And like I said, there is still that mystery kid from earlier in the season that I'm wondering if we're going to see him again before the end of the season. But cute episode. And the other half of it we saw, of course, was Yor basically trying to get Anya's her close to her, because she's scared that Anya might get kicked out of school. But it turns out that Anya didn't need them. She didn't forget them. She just knew she didn't need them that day. And Yor realized that she should have just checked the class schedule, and she would have realized that Anya didn't need them. But still, it just shows that she's, as usual, putting in maximum effort in trying to be a mother to Anya. And she's so hard on herself, too, talking about she's a failure as a mom because she didn't check the schedule. Like, ma'am, even moms who are considered great moms have all had their missteps and their days where they just don't quite get everything right, and that's perfectly fine. But anyway, very funny again, as I said, to see that Lloyd, when seeing her at the school, always assumes, like, you know how both of them, it's like she always assumes the absolute worst is going on as far as Anya. Like, it's always like the worst case scenario. And Lloyd, his is that he always imagines that there's all these angles on his spy life that Yor is onto. And it's like, they're both so far off, it's not even funny. Because like I said, like, I don't know if Lloyd's paid attention. It's like, Yor's not dumb, but she's also not the kind of woman that has deep plots, right? We've seen in many episodes that Yuri is the thinker out of those two. She's deadly. She's definitely the executioner, but she's not the planner by any stretch. So anyway, very funny to see their dynamic growing and changing. And Lloyd, of course, taking out for lunch because she feels a little silly about what happened with the whole Anya thing. But I mean, he's saying it's for the mission, but I think Lloyd is not really realizing yet that his real feelings are crossing over into the mission, and he just didn't want to see Yor sad, knowing where her efforts and where her heart lied in that whole situation. So anyway, another cute episode. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video some love and throw some comments below, and we will see you in the next video.